Hey guys!
Welcome back to Power Rangers.
Oh yeah. I was like, Sue.
No, wait a second. You got excited.
I know. Welcome back to
Power Rangers Playback.
We have an amazing guest for you.
And I haven't seen her. When was I think Power Morphicon like several years ago.
Yeah.
It's been some time. So we're very excited to get Carol Hoyt's perspective on Divotox and Demetria. She was our Divotox and Demetria in our season of Turbo. So we would love to welcome her, and we're excited to have her. So here she is from Cabo San Lucas.
Yes, she is joining us from Cabo on her vacation.
Yes.
Tomorrow is her birthday, everybody, so we have to make sure that we sing to her.
Yes.
Hi, Carol. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. It's so nice to see you girls. You're so gorgeous and have never changed and look beautiful as ever.
Either.
You
Pink and yellow.
You too. So what's been happening these last couple of years before we start getting into questions and everything? What's been going on?
Well, lots of crazy things. I live in Malibu, and we were part of the fires in Malibu. Now we just moved back, and so we're very happy to be there and just being a part of the Power Ranger community. And also I've decided to put my toes back into acting business because my kids are now grown up. So I'm thinking about maybe getting back into it. Called one of my minions, Scott Page Factor, who was our director, and going, come on, I need a little voiceover work. So it's been a very interesting year, I'm sure, for all of us with COVID, and it's like home for the holidays. No, home for all of 2020.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true. You mentioned you have a wine business. You've had a wine business for a long time, right?
Yeah, we have a ranch up in Paso Robles, which is in Central California, and I've been making wine for the last 15 some odd years.
Wow.
And we've actually been doing a lot of Zoom wine tastings. So we have a little box that we send out with 5 bottles of wine, and I've done everything from birthday parties to corporate events from 6 to 60 people doing wine tastings. So we're doing a lot of that, which is fun. So all of our over 21 fans can get involved.
What's the name of your vineyard or your wine?
It's Hoyt Family Vineyards.
Hoyt Family Vineyard.
Hoyt.
I'm going to have to explore that myself.
I love sweet wine. Do you make sweet wine?
I have a feeling that I can send you some wine. I got some connections.
Some
super
people.
Super chat.
I'd love that. I'm a sweet wine person, so anything that's kind of sweet. But I'm open for trying things as well.
And I'm an any wine person.
Well, I think I can get. I'll hook you up.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Well, we have 1,000 questions that are coming in right now.
Yes.
Is that
wow? I'm so honored that all these people and fans are still thank you guys so much for inviting me to be with you girls and to share with the fans, and it's really exciting. It's such a huge part of my life.
We asked our members, we were doing this Evil Queen month, and we said, who would you like? And they wanted to talk to you and ask you questions. So you're very popular, and we're very honored to have you on our show.
Thank you.
We were
those evil queens.
Yes, they were. What was so great is we had Hillary on last week, and so it's so great that our audience will get. I learned some things that I didn't know, and I'm about to learn some more things from you that I didn't know. Just the different perspectives of how she left the show, how you came on the show, then how you end up leaving the show. And she, she talked about Demetria, how she didn't get a chance to play Demetria. You were Demetria, so you were the original Demetria. So these are going to just be some really interesting. I can't wait for these questions. But the first one there I don't have here. So if you want to just read that one.
Yes. First question is from one of our wonderful members, Kenny Shibata. He says, "How did you learn to play Divotox? Did you watch the movie?"
Actually, I never did see the movie, and as the fans and you all know, when Hillary did the movie, she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then I had auditioned for the movie, but obviously she got the part. And then after I auditioned for the series, because she couldn't do the series because she was pregnant, and had never seen the movie, anything at all. The closest I had come was I had done a movie with one of the prior villainesses. A whole separate movie I did with another prior villainous Power Rangers.
Oh.
So when they called me and they said, "We want to hire you," I called her and was like, "Is this a good thing to do?" And but when I read the script and I auditioned, I did my own take of what I thought Divotox was, and the producers at the time really were like, "That's it." And I hadn't been influenced at all by Hillary.
Wow.
And so it's kind of interesting because we both had such similar takes on because the writing is so good, and the production was so good that we had such similar takes on how the character should be developed. Obviously, we had a little bit different kinds of, influences to the character.
Right.
And one of the cool things was I knew martial arts, so they were like, Doug was one of the producers at the time, and they were really excited because I was the first ever villain who got to fight the Rangers one-on-one.
Oh, really?
So I got to work with the Rangers and fight with them, and do martial arts with them.
Wow.
I'm sure it was you guys in your costumes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, I didn't even know
Or
that.
maybe a couple of Japanese guys, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I got to be the first villain who got to play her good and evil self. So that was really fun too.
That's really cool.
And Hillary, when she went back after her maternity leave, she kind of just closed out the character. So she just sent Demetria on her way. So.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she was disappointed she didn't get to play Demetria. She liked that you got to do both. Yeah.
Right, and but a lot of my Demetria was in the tube.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of green screen and tube, and and the way the producers handled it, because we were twins. I had the mask on as Divotox, and then Demetria just had the mask on for COVID.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. She was
She was really ahead of her time.
Yes. She was prepared.
So I have a question, actually, because you said you did the green screen for Demetria. So when you left the show, did you continue to do the voiceover for Demetria, or did they just...
Oh, yes.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I did a lot. I still did a lot of voiceover, a lot of Walla Walla with Scott Page Pagter, and and a lot of yes, I still continued, and it was hard. It was very hard to leave, because when they hired me, they knew that Hillary was pregnant, and then they knew that she was going to come back. So, but I had the best opportunity to play the most fun parts of Divatox. I mean, the whole pizza episode and Honey, I Shrunk the Rangers. I mean, those were so much fun.
Yeah.
And then when Hillary came back, that's when they were sort of phasing it out. So I really had the most wonderful opportunity of just loving Divatox, and I loved getting those power punks all the time, and having my minions anytime I wanted to get them. And so she had the blessing of doing the movie, and I had the blessing of doing the series, because it was so much fun, and being able to be over the top and charismatic and evil and vixen, and and do spit takes, and all these things and as an actress, and you girls are gorgeous, and so you know what it's like as an actress. They always want you to be the leading woman because you're pretty. And I had been in that category as an actress model, and so they always want to be the leading woman, the killer, the villain, but until I got to play Divatox, then they realized, oh my gosh, she's funny. And I kept going, I just want to be funny and have fun and do comedy. And so Divotox really gave me that opportunity to just have fun and be, you know, kitschy and play. And you were asking about the wine business, and it's so funny because we have so many people who come up to the winery who are like, oh my gosh, I know your voice. I know that voice. And I used to watch you as a kid. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a really fun journey, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity that Saban and Power Rangers gave me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't do a super chat for Kenny's first one.
Well, we got to do
it for this one.
Yes.
All right. Super chat. Raise them up high. All right. Next question from Kenny. Hi, Kat and Nakia. Both of you are beautiful. Oh, thank you, Kenny. I am so happy to finally made top fan on Facebook. Thank you, everybody, very much. I hope you have a happy New Year. Happy New Year, Carol.
Happy New Year, Kenny.
Yes, Happy New Year. All right, next question.
Next question is from Kenny again.
Oh, maybe it's this one. No.
He said, hi, Carol. Nice to meet you. So, in your own opinion, what happened to Demetria?
I don't really know. When I saw the episode where she kind of just ran off into the sunset, so I honestly, I can't tell you because
in your own opinion, what would you want to happen to Demetria then?
I would have liked to have had her and Divotox come together.
Yeah.
And you know, and I guess, and Divatox eventually just got rid of all the Power Rangers, so I guess she had her winning. But I would have loved for them to have gotten together and sort of, or maybe even had like a good versus evil fight. Would have been fun.
That would have been cool. Twin fight.
Yeah.
Good and evil. Yeah, that would be really
nothing like a good twin fight.
Yeah.
And Demetria would have had to win, you know.
Yes, good over evil. All right, our next question comes from
Thomas Powell.
Another
super chat.
Raise them up high. Another one of our members from the UK.
What was it like playing the roles of two characters, and how did you get the part?
What was the first part of that?
What was it like playing two characters?
Oh, well, it was really fun to be able to play good versus evil, and to not have the audience know at the very beginning until they figured it out later that they were both the same person. And I think that was a really novel opportunity, especially in the whole Power Rangers story. And as far as I got the part, I auditioned like every other actor in Hollywood does, and I got blessed.
How many auditions did you have for the role?
I went in for the movie, and I didn't get the movie, and then I read for Doug and thank you, and then they wanted to hire me right after that first audition.
Oh, cool.
So then it was just, you know, yeah, I didn't have to go through a lot because I went in there and I was like, hello.
Good. I had like 5 auditions. It was like and it was on, and you had how many?
3.
3, yeah. So that's great after 1. Praise God.
Yeah, like maybe there was 2. I'm not sure, but it was like they kind of went after I auditioned. They were like,
"That's it.
This is exactly what we're looking for." And you know, and Hillary and I do not exactly look similar. So, I mean, if you look on the internet, there's lots of times you can't tell who's who as far as like the pictures are concerned.
Yeah.
But you know, we play the characters similar but different.
Yes.
So it's kind of fun. You know,
yes.
she's a little bit more. We're animated in different ways.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I would say.
Thomas has another question. So, super chat, raise them up high. Also, I forgot to ask before the new cast of Turbo were brought in, was it fun working together?
Working with us, I think.
I think working with us. And Happy New Year to all 3. Happy New Year. So before working with 2 casts, because you worked with us and then you also worked with the new cast, did you find that it was more difficult switching cast, or was it just the same? How did you feel when we left the show?
As the villain, we mostly shot in our space, my submarine.
Yes.
So I didn't work with you guys all that much. And even when I shot as Demetria, it was all green screen and then put in with you guys later.
Yeah.
And probably the most I shot with you was when I did Honey, I Shrunk the Rangers.
Yes.
And I got to get the Red Ranger and play with the rats and do all of that, which was really fun.
Yes.
But as far as like working with you directly, I don't think what people realize is that there's a lot of what goes on behind the scenes, and then they edit together.
Yes.
So yeah, there wasn't, I think I worked probably the most with the Red Ranger, and then the Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. No, the pizza episode when I was working in the pizza place with everybody.
Yeah.
And then and that was with you guys, I believe. And then also
No, I didn't think that.
Oh my God, what's his name? The young kid.
Blake.
Who's now all grown up.
Blake.
Yeah, Blake. Yeah. But mostly what I did was in my little submarine.
Yes.
And watching you guys and saying, okay, what are you up to now, you evil power punks?
Well, I know that in the shift, it was the very last 2 episodes when we were Passing of the Torch Part 1, you worked with Jason Frank inside the caves with the rats and the
right.
Yeah. So
that was fun.
Yeah.
That was when I got to have that big tongue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, another question coming in from the UK.
Scott Biglicky.
Wow.
Super chat. Raise them up high.
Hi, Carol. I love the Turbo series. What was it like playing 2 characters in one season, mostly Demetria? I think she just answered that one right before.
Yeah.
No, it was a great opportunity to play both characters.
Yes.
And Demetria had a whole nother, energy and voice and softness to her.
She was like Yoda. She always spoke in riddles.
Right. She only spoke in questions.
Yes. So
did she?
She did.
She was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yes.
All right, Ben Hamilton, another one of our members. Super chat. Raise him up high. He says, "Sup, ladies."
Sup.
The question is for Carol. How was it to portray both Divotox and Demetria? That question was answered as well.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you wanted to add to answering that? Because I know you answered that already, but is there anything you wanted to add?
No, I mean, it was it's always great fun as an actor, as I'm sure you girls know, to be able to play good versus evil. And, the more opportunities you have, especially in one show to
multiple characters.
To do multiple characters and to stretch yourself and to have fun. I mean, because it's acting. It's called playing a part.
Yeah.
It's playing. To play in as many ways as you can is always a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
And I think you girls had some opportunities too, like when you go like psycho or like
You came in.
I came into the show as an evil character. So, it was really fun to be bad. And then when you become good, it's just like, oh, another good guy on the show.
No, it's funny because I was involved with like children's theater, and I went to high school for performing arts and all of that when I was young, and I always wanted to be the princess. I just wanted to be the princess, and I would never get cast as princess. I would be like the evil stepsister or the evil this or the evil that. And I'd be like, I just want to be the princess. And it's very funny as then when I finally realized how much more fun it is to play evil and to get to do have your minions and to go get get these people there's so much more fun than playing like the good princess with the tiara on your head and be good all the time. Evil is way more fun.
Yes.
That is so true.
Because you get to dig deep, and it's something that you can research a little bit more, and you can create this whole persona that is not you. Even more so. So
And they also say the best villains are actually nice people in real life, because if you're kind of a not good person in real life and you're playing a villain, it's hard for the audience to kind of get behind you. So the best villains are actually in real life really nice people. Hopefully I'm one of them.
Yes,
like
you are.
People that you sort of then subconsciously you can kind of be like, I'm on their side, even though they're really, really mean.
Yeah.
And so that's, that's kind of one of the beauties about being a good villain, is like your inner soul is good.
Yes. Agreed. Yes. Agreed. All right, from the UK again, Scotch Bacon,
super chat, raise them up high. Happy birthday tomorrow, Carol.
Thank you.
I think this is a good opportunity to sing her song.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Woo-hoo.
On the fly.
Yes.
All right. The next super chat comes from Ben Hamilton, one of our channel members. Super chat, raise them up high. I always thought of Demetria's brand of advice as reverse Confucianism. Any thoughts?
Yes.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah, I don't know on Power Rangers if we
did always speak in questions, so maybe, sure.
Yeah, we'll roll with that.
Yes.
Yeah. Works for me.
All right.
Wait, I should say, does it work for you?
Yeah.
Does it work for you, Ben Hamilton?
Yes.
Does reverse Confucianism work for you? Let me ask you that. If it does, then I think you need to make a decision.
When you first got the role of Demetria and you saw the lines, what did you think of her as a character and the way that she spoke to the Rangers with asking questions? Did you think that was a great idea, or you were like, or what did you think about that?
Well, I thought it was pretty cool. It was also very challenging because you had to make the questions not sound like a question. You had to make it sound like conversation.
Right.
And also you wanted to somehow let the audience know that not tip your hand to the audience to let them know that you were actually sisters, but you were different. So, with the hair and everything, they tried to make it as different as possible, but the challenging part was to make the questions not come across as constant questions, because that would be really annoying from an audience perspective.
Right.
To always be like, here's a question, but you have to make it sound like actual conversation, I think was probably the most challenging part of delivering the dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I can completely see that.
Yeah.
Ben Hamilton again.
Ben likes you,
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Ben.
Super chat. Raise them up high.
FTR. What's that mean? FTR. I'm
for, I don't know. FTR for
something.
For the rest.
Future.
Okay.
I'm more of an alcohol person. No offense. By the way, happy birthday, Carol.
Oh, thank you.
We don't know what FTR means. We're old. All right, Katie Munier, one of our channel members, super chat, raise them up high. Your birthday is December 31st, mine too. Oh, happy birthday, Katie.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. It's a challenging day because it's like, Happy New Year. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday.
Right.
Yes, you have to share it. But you know what? It is a really big celebration because we're ending this horrific year and starting anew. So
yes.
And there's always a party.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, look at the puppy. Oh my gosh.
What kind of dog is
that?
What kind of dog?
She's a Bernedoodle.
Oh, my sister-in-law is a Bernedoodle. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hi, baby.
Hi.
She's a puppy. She's only 10 months old.
Oh,
she's
wow.
huge.
Yes.
It's like living with a giant Muppet.
So when you were on the show, you had 2 Bichon Frises, little fluffy.
I did.
Yes, I remember,
did.
and I was in love with them.
Used to drive the sound people crazy.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I had 2 Bichons, and then now I've got a little dog and a big dog because we have coyotes where we live, so we need to have a big dog to keep the coyotes away from the little dogs.
Yes. What's the little dog?
Oh, Chloe, come here.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Little Chloe. Oh, what's she? Oh.
She's a Yorker Pama Wawa bullshit.
What?
A Yorkshire.
Say what?
She's part Yorkshire Terrier, Chihuahua, Shih Tzu, Pit Bull.
Oh, she's a
rescue.
She's a mutt. Oh, she's so cute.
And she's so quiet. My dog would be all over the place. She'd be like, oh. They're so calm. I don't even know what that's so cute.
Aww.
Well, we just took them on the plane to come down here. And
you didn't have to quarantine.
The big dog, my husband was very worried about the big dog traveling. And I'm like, the little dog escaped from him, ran through the airport. Meanwhile, the big dog just stayed with me, sat on the plane, and when we got off the plane, it was like traveling with like the rock star or something. Everybody's like, we want to take a picture of your dog.
Oh, that's so cute.
Like, okay.
So Chloe was running in the airport?
Oh, she got loose and ran through the airport like crazy madness.
Oh, no.
And I'm like going through security, and they're like, I think your dog is loose. And I'm like, oh no, that's my husband's responsibility. I got the big dog because he's like, I'm not traveling with the big dog. Meanwhile, the big dog was amazing. And she like sat in the seat right in front of us and just slept the whole time. And
so you don't need to quarantine, being that you're going to another country?
Mexico. Well, we're in Cabo, so it's literally just like part of California.
Right.
They don't
mind.
And it's very safe here. I mean, everybody's wearing masks. I find I actually got COVID.
Did you?
And ironically, I have been to. My son is a 6'8" basketball player. He's in high school.
Wow.
So I've been to basketball tournaments with him in Arizona twice, in Nevada. We came down to Cabo for Thanksgiving. Never had any problems. And I went to Paso Robles, and a guy came to work on my heater, and I think that's where I got it.
Wow.
And my whole family got it.
So
we were nailed down right before the holidays with it.
How was your
symptoms? My son, who's 17, had like a little fever. My husband, who is 15 years older than me, and he got it for like 2 days, and I was the one who got nailed. And then, but we waited until we were cleared and before we came down here. But I feel very safe on the planes, more so than it's people who aren't wearing masks that are really transmitting it, or don't know that they're carrying it, that are transmitting it. So that's why masks are so important. And I felt like in the planes, like everybody was masked. They're constantly circulating air, and down here, everything is 6 feet apart. You go to a restaurant, everybody's far apart. So, it's funny because in California, where they're so cranked down, it's got the highest amount of COVID anywhere. And if you look, like we've got friends here from Alaska, and he's a doctor. He just got vaccinated. We've got friends from British Columbia who are our neighbors, and their kids are in school, and it's like, and there's no problems but they're all being smart and safe. And it's like, I don't understand why we're so. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
No.
Has nothing to do with power.
Talking about that. We were just talking about that. I think it's really, this virus is very confusing because my father-in-law has it, but he's in a home that is completely sterile and everybody wears masks. And his roommate is negative.
Right.
And then I have friends that the whole family, one person has it and the rest of the family doesn't get it. So I feel like there's different strands of it and it's just very hard because you don't know how it's going to affect you,
Right.
Like, it might affect me. I might just get a sniffle. She might get like the whole shebang. So you just don't know.
Oh no, my husband was like, he's in his 70s. He was like, if I get it, I am going to die.
Oh.
And he ended up getting it and was like, he got like 2 days. He was like, I'm going to Home Depot. I'm like, you still need to quarantine. And then I was like literally on my bed for like 10 days.
Really?
Wow. So, but now I've got the antibody, and then and fortunately we've got a the vaccines coming up, and
yeah.
hopefully by this time next year we'll all be back to normal. Wouldn't that be lovely?
That would be really great.
Yes,
that would be really great.
God. Yes.
Austin, one of our channel members, Super Chat, raise them up high. How would you describe your overall experience on Power Rangers, from playing characters to leaving? Would you do it again if asked to return as Demetria or Divotox?
I would do it again in a heartbeat. I loved the experience. It was probably the hardest thing for me as far as experience went was when they hired me. I knew that after I was hired that Hillary was pregnant, and I did the series, and then they brought Hillary back, and they didn't really tell me that until they were like, "Oh, you were just here part-time until we could come back."
No.
So that was the hardest thing for me, because I was a little bit blindsided.
Yeah.
And they told me that, I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me the truth?" And they're like, "Well, we didn't think you'd do a good job as an actress." I'm like, "Of course I would do a great job as an actress." And so that was probably the hardest thing for me when I left the show, was because I didn't. It caught me a little bit off guard, but I got to play the best episodes as Divotox. I mean, it was the best, and it was so much fun. And I love the fact that I've got so many incredible fans, and it as an actress, kind of puts you on the map. And so that was amazing. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, because it was so much fun to work with all the people I worked with.
Oh.
From the minions to the crew to the producers to every single aspect of all the people that I worked with. I hold dear in my heart and have made lifelong friends. So yeah, it was an unbelievable, fabulous experience, and I would do it again. Bring on the movie, baby.
That would be amazing. All right, Dave Baxter, one of our channel members as well. Super Chat, raise them up high. I said a high. He says, much love to my favorite ladies. Hope you had an awesome Christmas, Dave Baxter. You too.
Thank you, Dave.
And a happy new year. All right. You know what? In just following up with that question, as we get ready to go to our next question, would you want to go back on the show if you were? Well, you have been back on the show.
I did go back. Yeah, I went back for a legacy episode. But the one thing I would say about that was that I really loved going back, and it was nice to do that for the fans. But unless it's really gonna do something with my character, I wouldn't go back again. Like, I felt like I was just, we were just there for a little sprinkle of salt.
Yeah.
But I would want to go back as Kat and do something
meaty.
Yeah, meaty, like something exciting, like a mentor, or come back as a villain, or come back as an ranger that's going to help them, or something, you know, something that had a little bit more depth to it.
Yeah.
It's amazing how long the franchise has lasted. I'm sorry. Would you go back?
I think it would depend as well. If I didn't get in trouble by SAG, because it's still non-union, it would be.
Didn't you go financial core?
I don't know that I want to do that with all the, I would be interested in going back just to see, they film in New Zealand now. So it would be, it would be, I've never been to New Zealand. I would go back. I would definitely go back. I'm asked that question all the time, and I said, yeah, sure, I'd go back if it was the right terms and it made sense, and I'm not working on anything else. Absolutely, I think it would be It would be good. It would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like Kat's take on the fact that if, you know, to go back and have it be a character where, you know, where you were changing the lives of the Rangers, or changing, you know, mentoring or doing something, you know, other than like exactly what you said, like little spice.
Yeah,
spice.
yeah. Because when she was in the last episode, they were what,
They were just
10
extras.
Yeah, it was like the storyline wasn't. It should have been like an hour episode. It should have really explored all of the characters, but her, Steve, Sierra, like everybody, they had like 5 lines, and it was like, okay.
Yeah, people just felt like they wanted to see us. They wanted to see our character come to life. And it was even funny because we didn't even seem to know each other. Like Jason, Frank, and Steve and I had all been on the same season, but there was no like, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you, or no connection, no relationship at all. It was really strange. So, oh well.
That would be interesting. All right, Tim Dacus. Hey, Tim. Super Chat. Raise him up high. Hi, Carol Hoyt. I love Demetria. Why didn't you stay as Demetria during In Space season? What happened to Demetria after she left to help Zordon? I feel like you've kind of touched on that, but if you'd like to add some more.
Well, they basically wrote her out. And the last thing that I saw was after, I think, Divotox killed all the Rangers or something, like explosion. And then they did like just one thing of Demetria kind of getting out of the tube and running off into the sunset kind of a thing, which I never really understood. So I can't, the writers changed, so I really can't answer that.
Right. There were a lot of unanswered things for us as well. People would ask us, why did such and such happen? And I have no idea.
It's in the morph
Right.
grid.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's our
I'm an actor.
It's in the morph.
I get a script.
Yes. Matthias Rodriguez.
Yes.
Brazilian Morphin Poster Jam.
Super Chat. Raise him up high. You said that so fast.
I did. I'm used to him now, so I've gotten to say it with a little flavor.
Okay, I'll let you read that.
Hello, Mr. My Morphin friends. We want Divotox to destroy Brazil. Morphin Poster Jam. Group salute you all.
Aww.
That's cute.
He's Matthias Rodriguez is from Brazil, and he always sends super chats, which is so, we just appreciate everybody that sends a super chat or even just joins us here. And he's a part of the Brazilian, it's called
Morphin Poster Jam.
Morphin Poster Jam. If you could just give them a shout out. They're called Morphin Poster Jam.
Morphin Poster Jet. Yeah.
Woo! She got kind of hard with that. She was like, what? All right, Katie. Super Chat. Raise them up high. Did you have a favorite episode as Divatox and Demetria?
Well, as Demetria, not so much, because it was mostly just green screen. But as far as my favorite episodes were the pizza episode, where I got to break out of the character and work in the pizza restaurant, and that was really fun. And then also when the Honey, I Shrunk the Rangers, when that was,
we got shrunk.
We got to get out of the submarine, which was great,
right?
And go on location, and I got to play with rats, which I really liked.
Yes.
For real. So it was fun for me. I'm a rodent girl.
Oh!
I'm all over it. And
yuck.
And then also to have like a tongue that was really long, and there was just so much, when you're the villain on the Power Rangers, like, you guys get to go on location a lot, and everything as far as the villains and I was concerned was everything I pretty much shot was in my submarine with my minions. And my oh my God, I'm blanking out. With my guys and my sub,
Elgar and Rygog and all them.
Rygog and and all of that. So to be able to go out and be on location was so much fun. So we were in a big warehouse shooting Honey, I Shrunk the Rangers, and chasing miniature rangers everywhere and doing all kinds of great stunts and cool effects and things. And also to go out to be in the pizza parlor was super fun, and be able to go and walk around with a pizza and not have to have every aspect of my costume on, because I called it my leather bustier years. It was like everything I had was every costume I had was a leather bustier. So yeah, so to get out of the sub and be with it's really fun to be on location.
Oh, awesome to be. I'm so sorry.
COVID.
Oh God, no, please. Yeah, no, I could imagine being, because if we were stuck in the command center all day, every day, I could see how that would become a bit repetitive. And yeah, I get it. Katie Monier, super chat, raise them up high.
Why did Demetria always answer in the form of questions?
To make it more exciting and interesting for you as viewers.
Great.
Oh, and I have to give a shout out to Rygog as well as Elgar.
Yes.
If I don't say hi to Elgar, he'll be very upset as my nephew. So hard.
That was a really good voice there.
Very good.
Scott Big Licky Studio, super chat, raise them up high. Carol, did you enjoy being part of the franchise?
Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here now with all of you.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Everybody has a story. Everybody has a story about shows that they've been on, or just life experiences. And there's always good and there's always bad. But when you think about the bigger picture, Kat and I both say we wouldn't be able to have this show, Power Rangers Playback, if we were not Power Rangers. Just to be able to, the guests, the wonderful guests that we were able to bring on, you guys are personal friends of ours. And so to be able to share, I've learned so much.
Yeah.
So much.
That we didn't know.
Just from the interviews that the fans ask. There's things that I've learned about you that I had no idea just sitting here. So it's been, Power Rangers has been Power Rangers has been an absolute blessing. It's come full circle for sure. For sure. Nate, Red Buick.
Nate, super chat, raise them up high. I just wanted to say thank you, three gorgeous ladies, for being incredible characters in Ranger history. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Nate.
Well, thank you for letting us into your home.
Yes, exactly.
Aww. Chris Kolka, one of our channel members as well. Super chat, raise them up high, just to say hi from work. So hi and meow. Thank you for joining from work, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thomas Powell, a lot of our channel members are
here
tuning in.
Today.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Super chat, raise them up high. My last question, this is for all three. When working on Power Rangers Turbo, did you ever get confused at times in one of the series about the script? Always. I don't know about you, Carol, but did they give you the full script for every episode?
No, I would get in and we would shoot 2 or 3 episodes in 1 week.
Right.
In the submarine.
Right.
And then I was the only one who had to actually speak. And so, Elgar and Rygog, I mean, they would all wait and somebody would be reading their lines off on the side. And I'd have to be like, well, I'd have to learn all this material right then. And if I messed up one line, they'd be like, and I'd be going, you don't understand.
I just got this.
Some dialogue to learn right now, and you guys are in a costume. Stop it.
So you did not get the script in advance either.
I would get the script in advance, but it would also be 3 scripts. So I'd be shooting 3 episodes in a week or 2 weeks.
Right.
So when you guys would be down, I'd be in my submarine for 2 weeks, shooting stuff. Or maybe you guys would be on location or something.
We would do 3 episodes in 10 days. They called it clusters. Right. And I do not recall getting a full script. I could be wrong. That was 20-something years ago. I could be wrong, but I don't recall.
Scripts in your box.
No, you would just get your pages of sides.
Yes, the sides. Those are what that's what I.
Yeah, you get your little thing and go, this is what you have to do today. You'd be like,
yes.
What? Okay.
I remember though, if it was
like
episode.
Okay, so get those evil power punks. I got that line. Yeah. But yeah, it would be a whole big long thing, and for you guys, at least you got to interact together. I would be just on my own doing, and the other guys would be doing voiceover on the side in their very hard to work with costumes.
Right.
Looking at you going, get the lines right, Carol. So get the hell out of here. I'm sorry, it's a monologue. I just got it.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I think
we'd shoot.
If it was an episode that was featured on your character, they would give you the script. But if not, then you just get the sides.
Well, that's why I didn't have very many scripts.
Well, that's because you're all pink, you know. Pink gets priority.
Wow.
Yeah, because I don't remember getting. I honestly don't. The scripts that I have the passing of the torch, and I have the movie script.
You don't have the others.
I don't think I have the. What did we find when we were going through?
I thought you had some Zio scripts.
Maybe I did.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just remember getting the sides and not really knowing. You know, we'd be doing 3 different, and we'd be like, okay, so where are we? Just being unclear.
Yes.
Of what we were filming next.
Yes. Definitely.
Well, fortunately, it wasn't too deep, so you pulled it off.
Yes, we weren't doing Shakespeare, so that made it a little bit better.
It's Power Rangers. It's fun.
Yes. Allison! Super Chat! Raise them up high!
Carol, happy birthday. What was the funniest thing to happen to you on the set of Power Rangers? Are there any What was the funniest thing that ever happened to you on the set of Power Rangers? Are there any Power Ranger villains that you would have liked to have played? Happy New Year to you all.
Happy New Year, Allison.
I can't say I would have liked to have played anybody else because I just enjoyed Divotox so much. And, oh God, the funniest thing that ever happened. It might have been working with the rats and freaking out Jason. But I think probably one of the funniest things was one of my very first days, I went in to do sound work with our sound producer, Scott Page-Packer, who is also my minion, by the way. And I was his queen. And I brought my dogs with me. And he just about freaked out, like, who is this girl bringing her dogs onto the set? I'm like, why not? Well, now he's got a dog. He's got
Now he gets it. Now he gets
he's
it.
right there with me.
I have to say, I think it's interesting that you like rodents so much because I have a real fear of rats. Like, I'm terrified of rats. We've had hamsters, you know, my kids, and I can do them. But the rats with the long tail and the disgusting beady eyes, and I find them repulsive.
I certainly didn't mind that at all. Which I think would have made it so much more fun.
Yes.
Master Keys, Super Chat, raise them up high. Hello again, ladies, and to you as well, Miss Carol. Question is for all 3. Were you guys able to keep anything from the set of Turbo before the switch? We'll start with you, Carol.
No. I wish. But I had a kind of a fairly quick exit, so I didn't get to keep anything.
How far in advance did they tell you before you left the show?
I finished shooting the pizza episode, and they told me that was it.
The same day you finished.
That is awful.
It was devastating. And at the time I was working with
my God.
Who are the guys who got turned into monkeys?
Jason and Polly. Jason,
right.
Harvey, and Pryor.
And Polly came up to me and said he heard a rumor that I wasn't going to be coming back after this episode. And I was like, wait, what? And then I shot the episode. It went really, really great. The producer, who I'm going to forget, an English guy, Jonathan took me aside and he said, after we shot, and he goes, I didn't want to like you as an actress, but I ended up really liking you as an actress. And we knew that when you started that you weren't going to finish, that we were going to bring Hillary back after her maternity leave. So this is going to be your last episode. And I've actually never shared this.
Wow.
I cried. I was devastated.
Of course.
But he was like, he goes, I didn't think when we hired you that you were going to be so good. And he goes, but you were, but we had a contract. They had a contract with Hillary to bring her back. But like I said earlier, I did get to play all the really fun stuff. So yeah, so I didn't find out. It wasn't like they told me when they hired me, you're going to be doing 6 months until she comes back or whatever. I mean, I did 23 episodes. So I did the season, but I didn't find out until.
Feelings have evoked. What did they tell your agent? Because that's just
That's disgraceful.
I mean, because you had a contract. Did you just have a contract for a certain amount?
They didn't.
Of episodes?
It was
No, because
it's a conversation for another time.
I don't know
they didn't say anything.
I don't know that you know do you know how we left the show? Because it's not too far off from the way you just explained it. That's why we're asking. We were not told that we were being replaced. It was Johnny found what was it? He found a newspaper ad looking for new Rangers while we were still on the show. We had no idea. So when he came and he told us, we were like, what? And then, and so I had asked one of the producers, I was like, because I can't remember what she said. She said something. I said, oh, because we're going to be replaced. And it was like, I caught her off guard and she was like, no. And I was like, oh, really? Yeah, it was that day was not a very good day.
Well, there was a lot of drama when they first hired me because then they replaced Doug and Ann.
I didn't
right away.
Replaced.
Well, they got rid of them at the very beginning because they didn't like the direction of there was a lot of changes going on.
Okay.
And but also the day that last day I shot the pizza episode, I actually went to Jonathan and I said, and because he and I became friends and I'd like go into the office and talk to him.
Right.
And when I first started shooting, he didn't even want me in the office. He kept pushing me back. And then as I kept shooting and getting to know him, then he started to like me, and it was kind of like, oh shoot, I like her now. And
right.
We've already got this, game plan. And I said to him, I go, are you replacing me? And he's like, he didn't want to say anything because he was directing that episode. And then when it was all said and done, and then he took me aside and he's like, yeah, we're bringing Hillary back. But that was, but I found out that day on the set from a rumor, and he goes, I didn't think you would perform well if you knew this is just temporary. And I was like, I'm a professional actress. I would always give it my all no matter what. So
this is such a tough business. Like, and we've shared this with our listeners, so they already know, because we had what was called the talk, and we talked about our last days on set, and one of them were, they asked Kat to screen test with Tracy, who was replacing me. And this is after they denied and said that we were not going to be replaced. And then all of a sudden there's a screen test and Kat was like, hell to the no. It was,
we got in a big argument.
Yeah.
But
it was, So it would have been, one thing that we learned is that you have to have tough skin in this business. You have to have tough skin, because my first job after Power Rangers was a sitcom. And I've shared this before too. With a sitcom, you rehearse the first 3 days and then you film the next 2. And there were 2 of us hired as guest stars who played love interests to two of the leads, and first day, you develop a friendship with the person, and the next day comes. We had opened up our door because we had our guest, what are they called? Our cast rooms, not our cast rooms, our trailers, our guest rooms, because it was in a studio. So we had opened up we had opened up the door so that we could see each other because we had become so cool. And so we left the door open so that the next day when we came in, we would just greet each other. And so when I came in, there was a different girl there.
You're like,
and I was like, oh, hey, what happened to Tiffany? And she was like, I auditioned yesterday and they booked me last night. So while we had the run through for the producers,
they recast.
They had called the casting agent while we're sitting there performing, doing the run through, and we're like, you need to replace this girl because we need. But it's like, and I learned from that point forward, people get fired at table reads, they get fired after a run through.
Yeah.
I had the weekend, the day before when I started Power Rangers, I had booked, it was an extra kind of thing, but it was a featured extra on a show, the Home Improvement show.
Oh yeah.
And I was supposed to be this ex-girlfriend, or what he thought was his ex-girlfriend from high school, Tim Allen's ex-girlfriend, to walk into a bar, and he looks at me like, oh, this is my ex-girlfriend. And I look at him like, well, I don't even know you. And wardrobe puts me in this like unbelievable outfit. Now I'm 5'11", and they put me in these really high shoes. And Tim Allen's probably my height or a little bit less. And so I walk in, and he's like, oh no, I can't have this girl be that girl, because I was like towering and fabulous, and they come up to me and go, look, we're going to put you in another role, and we're going to get somebody else to do this part. I looked at him, I go, I'm starting a TV series next week. Bye-bye. I don't need this.
Wow.
But it happens all the time. And like for me, with Power Rangers, one of the great things for me was people started realizing I was funny. So right after that, I booked Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show, and other comedy things that were really more my forte. So that was a great opportunity. So yeah, but you're right. You do have to have a thick skin, and unless you have that, it's a really hard business to get into, because there's, I can't tell you how many times it was between me and somebody else, and they would hire a guy who was 5'7", and so I would lose the part. Or I worked on General Hospital, which is a really tall cast. So I got a recurring on General Hospital because it was a tall cast, but All My Children is a short cast.
Right.
So, it could just be because your eyes are green or blue, or you're tall or you're short, or you look too much like the director's ex-wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you will or will not get a role. So there's just so many factors. And, yes, talent will out, but there's a lot going on besides just talent. And when you finally get to let your talent be seen, and you get to have fans like this, and get to be acknowledged for the work that you do, it's so nice, because it gives you that kind of final comeuppance, like, okay,
Yes.
It's a hard business. You gotta want it.
Yeah. Yeah. People ask us all the time, if, they ask advice about being, getting into the business and so forth. And that is one of the first things that I always say is you have to have tough skin, and you have to want it, or this will eat you alive. Mm-hmm. Of course, there are those exceptions where people, you were, Matthew McConaughey's story. If you read his book, when she was telling me about it, I was like, oh my gosh, it was just
meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like, how many people are an overnight success? Right. It took 10 years to get there.
Right.
You're not really like that. It's very few and far between when you are young and you get that job. But even a lot of times those younger people, they've had experiences that have helped them attain to get to that goal of becoming where they need to become. And for me, it was like, I'm funny. I don't want to be the the leading woman, you know.
Right, right. No, I'm there with you. Do you want to see how many more chats?
Sure.
We want to see how many super chats we have left because we're already at 4:00. We told you an hour. I will just to make sure that you're okay with it. Ooh.
Yeah, we got intense.
Okay, yeah. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more questions.
We have about 7 more super chats.
Okay, they're probably the same question.
Okay. Michael Wrestling Channel, one of our channel members. Super chat! Raise them up high! What was your favorite Power Rangers moment?
Just playing with all of the great characters that I got to work with. So there wasn't, I can't say there's a one particular one. It was all just so much fun and great experience across the boards.
Good. Why are you laughing?
Allison's question.
Oh, Allison's question. Let me see. Super chat! Raise them up high! You want to read it?
Carol, very important question here. How are your dogs with Ethernet cables? Kat, we're not letting this one go anytime soon. Carol, I am glad
with what?
With your family.
Internet cables?
So we were doing a live with somebody
with our members.
With our members, and my dog, we're at my house, and all of a sudden it goes all weird, like the internet goes all weird, and then Nakia picks up the cable and my dog had chewed through it. And so no one's letting this go. Like every time we're on, they're like, "Oh, keep Odie away from the Ethernet cables."
So every month, so we have channel members, which we have some amazing channel members. All of our channel members are amazing. So we offer various perks, and we were having our monthly meeting with our channel members, and so they'll text on the side, and we have video like this, and all of a sudden, it was almost like a movie where it starts to go. It's scratchy and we're not phasing in, and they're like, "We're losing you."
And we're like, "What's going on?" And then all of a sudden, Nakia's like, Kat, and it's completely frayed. My dog was under the table just chewing the whole time on this cable. He could have been electrocuted. Oh my gosh. So anyway,
so that was
the story.
In answer to this question, I go wireless.
Yeah. Well, we try, but the Wi-Fi, for some reason, even in my house, because my house is fairly big, my modem is on the other side, and so my studio where we film and everything is on the complete opposite side. So I needed to either change my modem over here, or so we use the Ethernet cable, and it's funny. We do use Wi-Fi, but it don't always work. I know. We're back to 1953.
We're not the most technical operation here.
No, that's why I had kids, really, to just teach me how to use my computer.
Same here.
At least we have good personalities to offset the bad technology.
Yes.
I think so too. You got yourself covered.
Yes. Kenny Shibata, super chat, raise them up high.
Can you three of a conversation about anything but Carol talk like Demetria? So can you say something
like Demetria?
Yeah, like Demetria would say.
Oh, okay. I have to think about it. It's very easy to get into Divotox, but Demetria, I do hope that as you're coming into the new year, do you have plans for your future? And all of you are so beautiful that I hope that you will continue to watch these two lovely women, and will you support them in their endeavors?
Yay! Very good.
Yes.
Oh, I should have gone like this. I need a mask.
You should have. Yeah, go grab a mask. I'm kidding. All right, Brent. Woo! I love those curls.
Yes.
Did they?
My Demetria curls.
When you did Demetria, did they add hair onto yours?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a lot of added hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because you
for both. I mean, for Divotox, it was a big, high purple ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Demetria was all curls.
Yes.
Was it a wig or were there pieces?
I It was, I had like a little snoot on the top that had like hair just coming down.
Oh,
It was like a ponytail that they added
like
curls
me.
like
I've
yours
got
too. I've got the same curls as you.
I've got a Demetria hairstyle.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think?
You got it going on.
There we go. Yes. Clearly, Demetria. All right, Brent.
VR entertainment. Oh.
We went through this last time. I think it's Brent, but it could be BR Entertainment.
Brent,
so
yes.
he's going to school us. All right. Super chat. Raise them up high. Carol, I love you. You are the only Divatox to me. And these are in big, big letters.
Love.
I love the choices you made with character. Sarcastic, yet still scary. I was so sad you left.
Aww.
Do you own your own doll? And how can a fan get your autograph? Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. And I actually have a doll. And I have another doll that's in like a little submarine thing.
Oh.
But yeah, and if you want an autograph, just go on my Facebook and I'll figure it out.
Facebook or Instagram, Carol Hoyt. Yeah, and you can see, you can message her and she can give you the information.
Yeah.
Carol Hoyt, guys.
Carol Hoyt. Carol _ Hoyt on Instagram.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm glad you guys know that because
she's like, I don't know my own name.
But you can always,
you're like my kids.
You can DM us too at Power Rangers Playback if you you can always DM us or email us and we can get information to Carol too.
Yeah. We can be the intercessor for that. All right, Austin, one of our channel members. Yeah, super chat. Super chat. Raise them up high.
We get a bit silly as time goes on.
All right, to follow up, thank you for your portrayal. Divotox is a big mold of my personality, just a little off the wall. Thank you for sharing your amazing talent with a bunch of kids who grew to adore you.
Aww, that's so nice. That's so nice.
You know, we said
thank you very much.
We said we had 7, and we did.
But now we
have 9. Because, okay, so that was the last of the super chats coming in. We're going to finish this up with Carol.
Yes.
Just because we've taken so much of her time and she's on vacation.
She's on vacation.
Her birthday's tomorrow. She needs to get back by the pool.
And the drinks and the wine and
all of that.
All of that.
All right.
My vacation is with you girls now.
We'll come and hang in Cabo.
Yeah, anytime. You just let me know I'm there. I'll be hanging out with the dogs too.
Yes.
All right, the Chris channel, one of our channel members. Super chat. Raise them up high.
The Chris channel says, "Hi ladies, I never noticed the difference between you and Hillary as Divotox until I got older. Thank you for making my childhood great, Carol. I love the pizza episode."
Oh, thank you. And you're very welcome.
Aww.
And you know, it's funny how similar we are. She's a little, I'm a little bit more hardy and I think she's a little more, I don't want to say screechy, but higher intensity.
Yes, I would say so too. I would say so. Okay, Joshua Johnson,
our channel member, super chat, raise them up high. What was it like working on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV show?
Oh, it was a blast. I got to shoot in Calgary in Canada.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
And yeah, it was very, very cold. And like I said, those were my leather bustier years. So I played like a Amazon with a big leather bustier and got to do martial arts and work with a great cast of characters, and so it was fun. Yeah,
that's fun.
That's nice. Well, that is one place.
Cold.
I would love to film there though, just to get the experience. I want to film there, and I want to film in Europe. Yeah.
Well, Calgary is great, and then we went up to I went with the cast and crew up to Banff, which is a little bit further north, and that was really beautiful. And there's like moose everywhere.
Yes.
And, yeah.
I loved Banff. I did the Rocky Mountain train from Calgary up to Banff. Yeah, and it was amazing. Amazing. That was one of my favorite experiences, seeing snow. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, great team of actors. So,
yeah.
Always fun.
Okay, this one's from the Munger. Munger?
You see how my hands? I was starting the super chat, but I didn't. Yeah, the
Come on,
Munger.
Vogue. Let your body move to the music. Hey, hey, hey. Super chat. Super chat. Super chat, super chat.
Yes, we'll enter. Okay. All right. Is it my turn? Hello, Carol. Right after you departed from the show, you were kind and patient enough to chat with me a few times on AIM, and send me a few autographs. Just want you to know how much I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very well. Who is that from?
The Munger.
The Munger.
Oh,
It's
very welcome. My pleasure.
That's sweet. What is AIM?
AIM. You chatted with him a few times on AIM or AIM. Do you know what that is? No?
Is that a paid website for sex? I'm kidding. Just like
that's my porn life.
You had the leather bustier, you know.
The leather bustier
goes
went straight
hand.
into porn.
She was like, "Do you want?"
Somebody's going to take this out of context, and I'm going to get in really big trouble.
Do you want Divotox or Demetria today? I'm just kidding. All right, Lucretia, super chat, raise them up high. One of our channel members.
Hi, Carol. Happy birthday. Hi, Nakia and Kat. I just love y'all. All things about your character. Oh, sorry. Any things about your character you would have changed if you could have, for all three of you?
For me, I would have changed being the background ranger. I would have had more episodes that I, had more of my character more involved in the plot, as opposed to just saying right. Yes.
And for me, I think I would like to have come back as an evil character again for an episode. Like maybe Kat was struggling with the spell again or something. That would have been fun.
What about you, Carol?
You know what? I actually loved the writing of Doug and Ann for Divotox. Mm-hmm. So I would not have changed anything because I felt that their writing was so good that which is why I was able to audition and create a character so similar to what Hillary had, because the writing was so good and she was just so much fun to play that I there's really nothing I would have changed except maybe leaving. But yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
The timing was good.
Yeah.
I got to play all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So I was fine with that.
Chanzo Tambuzi.
My phone's about to die.
Oh, okay. Last two questions that we'll take then. I am learning so much, and some of it makes me angry hearing this, but I love you ladies for persevering. Thank you, Chanzo.
Oh, yeah. Don't be angry.
We've gotten over the anger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
Don't be angry. It's all good. We've all grown, and yes. I'm angry because I can't find my phone charger, and I can't even blame it on my kids. But no,
Did your dog eat it?
Yeah, it's your fault, Kat. No,
Odie, where are you?
Having the experience of working on the Power Rangers and having the experience of all of you as fans has been such a blessing, and in life, just have these experiences that you grow and learn from that help develop who we are as adults and humans.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't be angry.
Yeah, we take every experience as it is because I feel like God allows us to go through experiences to grow us, to stretch us, and to teach us something. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about acting on Power Rangers. I would never take it back.
It's a great training.
Never
ground.
take it back.
Mm-hmm.
Hero of Light.
Super chat! Raise them up high!
I have a request for Demetria. Your voice was so soothing in Turbo. Can you say, "May the power protect you"?
Only if it's a question.
Okay.
May the power protect you.
Oh. That was soothing.
It was. Can you give us a night-night story?
Can you put us to sleep?
Aww.
All right, this is going to be the last
question. Kenya Padilla.
Super chat! Raise them up high. Hello, girls. I'm sorry, I just read the last one.
All right. Hello, girls. I hope you have a happy new year and that the successes continue for you in 2021, full of health, joy, and optimism. I send you a big hug and at 3 from Mexico.
Oh, thank you, Kenya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we have some super chats that we're going to answer when you're gone, but we didn't want to keep you because you've been with us for almost an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you so much, Carol, and happy birthday.
My pleasure. I found my charger, so I'm okay.
Aww.
So what are you saying? If you can answer that last question?
I'll answer whatever. I'm here.
Oh, thank you.
Do it, baby.
All right, 2.
Oh, no.
2. Oh, gosh.
Oh, 1, 2,
Oh, gosh.
3.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to try to speed through this.
Okay.
No more super chats, guys.
This is it, guys.
This is
okay. Andrew.
Sellers. A Sellers 7.
Super chat. Raise them up high.
Hi there. Happy birthday, Miss Carol. Happy birthday, Miss Carol. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Miss Carol. Woo! You've made wearing face mask as Demetrius stylish long before COVID.
Yes.
Thank you, Kat and Nakia, for bringing these chats to us. Appreciate you all.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Andrew.
Thank you so much. That's true. She rocked that mask.
She did. She did.
Joshua Johnson. Super chat. Raise them up high.
All of our channel members, you guys are amazing.
Yes. Do you have any advice for anyone who is playing the villains for the new season of Power Rangers Dino Fury?
Enjoy and relish in your evilness.
Ooh. Yes. Enjoy every moment of it, darling. It doesn't come down all the time.
And get those evil power punks.
Yeah.
Chanzo! Super chat! Raise them up high! Did they ever tell you where the character of Demetria was going, what the original plan was? I heard Demetria and Divotox were sisters. Is it true? I think you answered that, right?
Yes. We were twins, and I think that there was a plan for them to actually come together at some point, but then things in production shifted.
Okay.
So I think the original plan was for them to kind of come head to head, and but then
it didn't happen.
Writers and life shifted. So yeah.
Okay. I think this might be the last one, but I don't know.
Biggs.
Bolton, our channel member, super chat, raise them up high. Oh, and then another one came in.
Okay. We're exhausted.
Hi, Carol. I just want to say hi and ask what your favorite episode was to.
She answered that one. The pizza.
Yeah, they all are, and my favorite, like I said again, was getting out of the and doing location, getting out of the sub.
Aww.
And into the sub shop.
Oh, I love that. We're just looking at some of the names here, and we're sorry that we can't get to everybody's questions, because what we do is we take the super chats first, because those are paid, and then we go to our channel members, and then we try to go to other things here. So we just want to give highs to all of our channel members.
Yes.
Hi everybody. Tammy Frank.
Tammy.
Hi
Tammy.
That's JDF's wife. And let's see if we had any more. Before we go.
She's going to keep singing. Before we go. Keep going, Kia.
Before we go. Yes, we do. We have one right here.
Before we go.
Katie Munier. Super chat. Raise them up high. Glad you're better, Carol, and happy birthday.
All right, we did it. We got promo.
Oh, Scott's on here, Carol. Scott is listening.
Hi, Scott. Paige Pactor.
He says, I hired an awful lot of people out of nowhere back then. Well, I was one of them.
He's a brat. He's being a brat.
Yes, he is.
And your point is?
Yes.
What are you saying, Scotty? Scotty McScotterson.
Yes.
He said something else. Scroll down. There's something else down here. He's come back.
Oh, I don't see. Why not?
We love you, Scotty.
Scott is going to be joining us on live next month. But anything you want to say before you skedaddle? And thank you so much. You,
Me?
Carol, yes.
Oh, no. I'd like to thank you girls so much, ladies, not girls. Thank you for inviting me into your home and into everybody else's home to reminisce and talk about fun times. And thank you so much. I had a ball.
Good.
And Happy New Year to all of you. And thank you to the fans for supporting you, and for supporting all of us. And I really had a great time.
Yay.
So thank you.
We loved
Thank you very
and
much.
I think it was the fans loved having you too because they don't get a lot of interaction with you because you haven't done a whole lot of cons because you're so busy.
Yeah, I'm kind of under the radar.
You are a little under the radar. So now hopefully we're luring you back.
Yes.
So please follow her, everybody, at Carol_Hoyt on Instagram or Carol Hoyt on Facebook. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask her, I'm sure she'd be happy to respond. It's just been a joy seeing you again. And I hope
Thank you, girls.
I hope it won't be too long and we get to see you in person soon.
I just put
I hope so too.
I just put your name on there so everybody can know. Have a wonderful, fabulous birthday in Cabo. I'm not jealous at all.
Well, come visit me in Malibu.
Yeah.
Scott.
Yes.
I'll hang out.
Let us know. We'll be there.
That would be awesome.
Okay. Hey, you don't have to worry about COVID with me. I've been there.
Thank you, Carol.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
And thank you all for tuning in, and have a beautiful and blessed New Year.
You too.
Yes.
You
Mwah.
too.
Bye.
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 That was so lovely.
We learned,
Wow.
again, we learned something new.
Yes, we always learn something new. Oh. We just saw a
Yes, because the Skype hadn't ended.
Yes.
Someone asked me to hire them. Okay, Scott.
Oh, yeah, right, sure. We told them to hire you. How about that?
So Scott is going to be joining us in January. And what can we say about beautiful Scott? Scott is the reason why, I just wanted to say this real quick. Scott is the reason why I started working for Mattel as a Barbie character. He called me in for to do one Barbie project. I think the first one was Mermaid's Tale. And that spun into doing Mermaid's Tale 2. That spun into Barbie's Life in the Dream House. That spun into other games. And just an absolute, I just love him.
Yes.
He's just amazing.
We spent a lot of time in that ADR booth and we had a lot of laughs, and I'm really grateful that our friendships continued over all these years. And he has a lot of insight, you guys, because he was with the show from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of fun stories to share, and he'll be joining us in January. We'll be letting you know when he's coming on. So
yeah, so get those questions ready because he knows everybody.
Everyone.
And he was there way beyond us as well. So
But Scott, you better not say anything mean about us, or we can press the end button.
Just a couple of things before we go, guys. We've been working hard on our new podcast, Super Chat.
Super Chat with Kat and Kia.
And it's coming out in January. We'll be setting out some teasers and so forth. And it's not, you're gonna get an opportunity to really get to know us as people, our day-to-day lives, outside of interviews with other Power Rangers and on set. You'll get to see the heart, the love, the hate, the drama. Yes, which is, it's more of a talking about life, what's happening in our lives. So you kind of get a more personal insight into our daily life and how we feel about things. And it's different from Power Rangers Playback. We definitely still address Power Rangers, but it's more of a motivational kind of space, I think. Well, yeah, and just it makes you, I think we'll become even a little bit more relatable. Yes. Because we've experienced a lot of the same things that many of you have experienced. Yes. So we're going to be adding our podcast to our Patreon from our tiers silver all the way up to platinum. So it's going to be an added venture for them to get the behind the scenes and everything. So maybe you're interested in joining us on Patreon. We'd love to have you. Lots of perks, lots of fun. We get to talk to our members several times a month, actually. And we really enjoy that. Our members have a lot of input into the content that we bring to our show. And they've given us so many great ideas. Actually, this is from our members, the live. Yeah. We started off going live with just the two of us. And then they made the suggestion, why don't you bring, which I don't even know why
we didn't think that.
They were like, why don't you bring some of your cast members, some of the other Power Rangers, some, guests on? And we were like,
that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah. So it's really a very collaborative channel. We want it to just continue to grow and to make you guys happy. That's what this is all about. Yes. So stay tuned for our podcast, and we'll be announcing things over the next few weeks about that. So.
Yes. Have a wonderful new year. Yeah. Here's to my little fake glass. I was like, here.
I've got my bottle.
Yeah, now this is like a huge bottle, just in case you're thirsty. Yes. Cheers to, clank my...
Clank. Chink.
Cheers to 2021.
Yes, to a better year ahead, to
safe.
Hope, safe, freedom again. Yeah. Just wishing you all an amazing year ahead, and let's just try to not sink into what we've just experienced in 2020. Let's make 2020 better.
Yes, let's do that.
It's easier to be better.
Bye, guys. Bye.